Good evening, folks. Joker Hills Farm coming at you on this September 15th it is. Sheep are doing really good. Ewe lambs are doing really good. We got all the ram lambs. You look at some of them lambs over there, ewe lambs. Sheep is nibbling on some acorns, and over ewe lamb over here. Guard dogs. Putting a little mineral in here, and they'll have, there's three of these, four of them. Now, there's some good looking ewe lambs there. St. Croix. It's St. Croix cross Katahdin, but that's, we've not had to deworm anything. Everything looks good. This is what, folks, this is what makes sheep farming enjoyable, is when you don't have to doctor. And we've learned it's not a secret. You got to call your animals. We started with Katahdin, and we found out about, I don't know, 25% of them are parasite resistant. And up there's some pure St. Croix, registered St. Croix. We'll have some purebred St. Croix stock to sell next year, especially rams. If you get your good Katahdins and call them, call heavy. I don't see anything here I need to call. We had one, and we called it by putting it in the freezer, and that's better than getting nothing out of them. There's a ewe, probably the thinnest one, but she raised a powerful. Well, she milked them all. She's a hard milker. I don't particularly like that. I'd rather have just a little bit less milk, and they'll wean quicker. That one just hung on. The cattle does the same thing, and it runs them down a little bit. There goes a dandy. But all these are hardy, and putting this St. Croix on them now. We'll end up having more St. Croix stuff than we will Katahdin, but it wouldn't hurt to find some Katahdins that's not been pampered, but that's hard to do. Everybody wants to get that worming ball out and start deworming them, and yeah. When you do that, you end up with sheep that is not very good, and you just have to continue worming. The only way you can do it is stop deworming when you don't have to, get rid of the ones you got to keep worming, and just keep going as long as you can go without deworming. And that will, eventually you'll get so, like, look at that ewe lamb right there. That ewe lamb is as healthy. It's never, you don't even know what. No CD&T, no Bozy. I feed minerals. I do feed minerals, lots of minerals. There's a purebred St. Croix. But anyway, you got to kick the props out of this medicine. Now, I'm not again trying to save something's life, but once you do that, you need to call them and get rid of them if you want to get a flock. I think possibly you might get a few Dorper if you've done what I was just talking about. Just keep going, and you might get those to where they are a lot more parasite resistant. I want to get them where I don't have to do nothing. I'm getting older, and I'm not going to chase down, put them in a lot and deworm them, I'm not going to sell any breeding stock to anyone that you've got to deworm. That's not what I'm trying to do. So next year when we start really selling a bunch of them, people, I'm going to put a little guarantee. See that you right there? I don't like her as well, but she will fatten up. I just seen a big lamb a while ago, nursing off her. And that's a quality I might start trying to call for too, because she should have done weaned that thing. But a darn lamb as big as she is. Look at the blood on that lamb right behind there. That's a ewe lamb. It's just unbelievable how they've grown. These were around, you can just pretty well say around the very last part of April, 1st of May, in there somewhere. I think we started having some 15th, 16th of May, but it ended up being real close to the first time all of them. Look here, look at them picking up these acorns. Still picking up. People says that acorns will kill them. These sheep have done these for years. Now see, it passed that one up. It's too green for it. I guess that's what it is. I can't tell you for sure, but it'll pass them up, and when it finds one it likes, they chomp down on them. So I don't know. They get a little of this mineral every day. Minerals is one thing, tannins is another. They got autumn olive, they got it eat up, clear up as high as you can get. And when I cut it for them, they just they're just crazy about it. Tannins in the leaves of lots of plants. That's a secret, folks. See how close I can get to this black and white ewe lamb. She is going to be a dandy. She's pretty tame. Yeah, she'll tame down. Go through the winter, and then she start having lambs. She'll tame down. She's very good. That's half St. Croix there. Here comes another one. Look what a lamb that is. That one might be a little bit more than half St. Croix. I can't remember for sure. But the hybrid vigor on these things, when you got Katahdins, they seem to just come out of there real strong. And they don't get wormy like straight Katahdins do. All Katahdin lambs, the daggone things get wormy. All about 3 months, you got to do something with them. You'll find a bunch of them dead if you don't. But these lambs we've never wormed this summer. And I hear some down in the woods over here. They are eating acorns. They're scattered everywhere, but yeah. Anyway, JokerHillsFarm.com, folks. Phone number's on the website. Thank you.